I'm going to draw a human. Who, me? No, who, men? I'm going to start with the center line because it's a front view. I'm going to start with the head up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's going to be 7 heads high. That's the bottom of him. I'm going to go down a little bit and put a shoulder bar. Halfway down, I'm going to put a circle for the hips. I'm going to do a rib cage. I'm going to have the arms go straight down. And from the side of the hips, I'm going to draw a line straight down for one of the legs. There's the other leg. You might say, how long should the arm be?
When I want to reach food from across the kitchen, I wish I had really long arms so I could reach it.
Including the hand, I think it should be halfway between the knee and the hip. Where does the knee go? There's the bottom, there's the hip, halfway down, there's the knee. Halfway between the knee and the hip.
And now, the halfway plan. Handy for drawing a woman or a man. What about the eyes? I remember where I saw 'em. I'll tell you so you'll know where to draw 'em.
Halfway down, that's where the eyes go. Halfway down, from the top of the head to the bottom of the chin. That's where the eyes are, halfway down.
I think the song's going pretty well so far. It's halfway through.
Halfway through, halfway through. That's what the song is, halfway through. From the first verse I sang to the last one I'll do. That's where the song is, halfway through.
It's 50% spent.
What about the elbows, don't you know? Well, I'll tell you where they go.
Halfway down, that's where the elbows are, halfway down. From the top of the shoulder to the bottom of the hand. That's where the elbows are, halfway down.
What about the belly button? Don't you laugh. It divides a person in half.
My belly button's right here in the center. Whew, that tickles. Everything over here is on the left side, and everything over here is on the right side. You could say it's the side that's left, but that's wrong, because it's right.
Halfway in, that's where the button is, halfway in. From the center to the side, that's a good guide. That's where the button is, halfway in.
I guess the song's 2 halves through now.
Okay, that's where the arm ends up, including the hand. I'm going to thicken up this simplified skeleton. Okay, put a little meat on that guy. You're too skinny, eat! There, he's thickened up a bit. I'm thickening up by putting a line on either side of the stick, which is sort of like the bone. And I'm also thinking about what I know about the human body. I know legs are thicker up near the hips. That's a front view. Now I'm going to do a 3/4 view. I can see through that paper a little bit because I'm going to copy those proportions. There's the top of, that's the bottom. And I'm going to do a line there. There's the head. Now the trick is you're going to have a lot of space on this side and just a little on that side. There's the hips. And this leg is going to overlap the other one just a little bit. And this arm is going to overlap the body just a little bit. And this arm might just peek around the corner a little bit. And make the head 3/4 too. Yep. Hey, nice bathing suit, buddy. That's the basic idea of a 3/4 view. Next, a side view. Put that aside so I can do my side view. Okay, there's the top of his head, there's the length of his head, there's his body. I'm going to start with a straight line. There's the head. And the body is pretty straight. There's a little bit of curvature. Okay, a little bit down for the shoulders. So this is going to be the top of his arm. The rest of it, there's the hips. There's the front. Halfway down from the hips to the feet.
Where are the hips? The place where you sit. I'm going to tell you, so you'll learn it.
Halfway down, That's where the hips are halfway down from the top of the head to the bottom of the toe. That's where the hips are halfway down.
Yes, that's where they go.
What about the knees, you say? Well, I'd position them this away.
Halfway down, halfway down. That's where the knees are halfway down from the top of the hip to the bottom of the toe. That's where the knees are halfway down.
Now we know.
That's the knee. I put a dot so I know where it is, because when I know where it is, I can shape the little bump out for the knee and the calf right below it. I'll draw the feet sort of like a triangle. That's the basic plan for a side view. Now I'm going to do a back view. Hey, why don't I just call this the back view? Yeah, I'll do that. Hey, nice head of hair, buddy. We look similar from the back to how we look from the front.
What do we see on all of the art room walls? Student work aplenty and artistic principles.
The principles of art.
If you're gonna study visual arts, it's wise to break it down to its parts. They're called principles in an art book. They'll help you decide how the art will look. Proportion is so important in art. You compare the relative size of one part to another part. Understanding the form is wise. Get proportions right for art, realistic, or change them if your goal's artistic. Proportions are distorted in anime art, but consider them whether you match them or not.
Artists consider proportion, especially when drawing a person. My proportions are all wrong. That would be a problem for a realistic picture, but sometimes artists change proportions on purpose, like for cartooning. Fractions are not just numbers in math. They are things we can see with our eyes. We find them all over along life's path. It's all about relative size.
Here's a picture of my brother. Ha, not really. It's my half-brother. Ha, ha, just kidding. There he is. Ooh, he's 6 heads high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So his head is 1/6 of his body height. So thinking about fractions can help us draw a person. Hey, let me introduce you to his cousin, his cartoon cousin. Oh, his head is 2/6 of the height. He's got a big head. Cartoons do that sometimes. Ooh, look at those legs. They're only 1/6 of the height of him. 3/6 legs, 1/6. So changing the proportions is a way that cartoonists get humor. It's okay to change them if you do it on purpose, but if you're trying to draw a realistic person and you make it wrong, it's wrong. You can do real or cartoon people, as long as you figure out the head-to-body comparisons. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You.
You who?
You who to you too.
What do you want?
Let's start over. Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
You.
You who?
Unique books for kids. Great for gifts.
So what's so great about 'em?
The art I did is great. The words are cool. Great rhymes and stories.
You're a great big bragger, aren't you?
Japanese sumie artists simplified to capture the main feeling of what they painted. Actually, even though they used a brush, their pictures were like drawings. I'll do a similar thing called gesture drawing. I'll use charcoal. You can use a pencil. There's my reference picture. I'm going to study it, get a feeling for that action. If I had to draw this picture in one line, that's how I would do it. If I had to use 3 lines, well, let me add the second most important line here. And another one. We're reducing the drawing to the most important angles and curves. Okay, this is my pose now. Well, it's vertical, so I'm going to make my paper vertical. Okay. It's almost like a scribble, but it does capture the spirit of the pose. Don't worry if the drawing doesn't look like the person. You're not drawing the person. You're drawing the feeling of its motion. In this picture, the most important angle is like that. So I'm going to draw that line. But a couple other lines will help. This is an angle, but it's a curve. It's a curve, isn't it? There we go. So if I just did a few lines, I might do that. If I wanted to continue getting the gesture, it would be fluid like that.